Hello everyone. Now in this video, I am going to show how to analyze a building frame subjected to dynamic loads, that is response spectrum load. So for that, I am considering IS 1893 specifications and I am using STAAD Pro Connect Edition. So let us analyze this frame by using response spectrum method of analysis. So here I opened the STAAD Pro, giving the file name, location, type, and unit, selecting as a metric. Then I will create a model. While analyzing a particular building by seismic loads, there were four methods. So I'm considering the one of the four method, that is a linear dynamic method, that is a response spectrum analysis as per IS 1893. So for that, let us consider a frame model. So for that, I am going to structure wizard. I am selecting a frame model, and in that I am selecting bay frame, selecting length as 12, height as 9 meters, then width has again 12 meters, then selecting number of bays along length 3, then number of bays along height, that is number of stories, I am selecting 3, each of 3-meter height. The number of bays along width, again I am selecting 3 and say apply, and this model I will transfer to the main screen. So then next we will go to the properties. So let us define a cross-sectional property to beams. Let us define a uniform properties just for information, and to make the modeling simple, I am defining a uniform property to beam and as well as to the column. So let us define a 0.35 by 0.3 and selecting material as concrete. Then I am adding it. So I will assign this entire property to this entire cross section or entire beams and columns. So for that, I will select assign to view, then click it on assign yes. Then I will go to the supports. Then I will create a fixed support for all the bottom nodes. So I just created, then selecting a proper view such that I will select all the bottom nodes. So in the front view, I have selected all the bottom nodes. Let's verify it from 3D view. Then select the support, select the bottom nodes, click it on assign to selected nodes, then select assign yes. Now we will go to the loading. That is an important parameter while defining a response spectrum load case as well as assigning the load case. So for that, we have to first define the response spectrum, that is seismic definitions we have to give. So I will click it on seismic definitions. I will add it. So I have to define some seismic parameters. For that, I will select the IS code, that is Indian standard. I will select latest version 2016, and I will define some parameters of the ground motion. So let us say the building is located in zone 5, having zone factor 0.36, and this building is a ordinary moment resisting frame. So selecting RC building with ordinary moment resisting frames, I will select important factor, that is important factor 1.5. I'll assume that it is on medium soil, then it is RC moment resisting frame, then assuming damping as 5%, and then I will generate it. So this I will add in the background in the seismic definitions. Wall area I will not define. I will define the seismic weight, that is the self weight of the each member. So for that I will assume factor -1 and I will add it. Then next, joint weight, member weights, that I am not going to add. Let us assume the floor weight. Let us assume the self weight generated due to the slab and floor finish is -3 kilonewton per meter square. Also, the live load on the each floor is 3 kilonewton per meter square. It is my assumption. Actually, it may differ from floor to floor. Generally, for terrace, it will be different. And 100% participation I am considering for dead load and live load. You can consider as per your requirement 25% participation of live load, 50% participation. So here I am assuming it is -6 kilonewton per meter square on all the floors. So I will define the range, that is 3 meter for the first floor, then 9 meter for the last floor. So I will just add it. So this is the definitions. In the definitions, you have to define the seismic parameters as well as the loading parameters of the building. So next, I will go to the load case details. In that, I have to add. So first I will add the load case, that is dead load plus live load. and I will make it as none. Then next in this load case, I will add response spectrum, and I will select the type as seismic. Add it. So in the first load case, whatever loads we have defined, that is self weight and floor weight, that we are going to add, it is adding it. These two load cases are totally different. Their results will be totally different. Their response will be totally different. So here the self weight we have to add, that is factor -1, add it. And then next is a floor load, that is of -6 kilonewton per meter square, acting in the Y range of 3 to 9. Then add it. So if you select here, the floor load will get automatically added, but self weight you have to assign it. So for that, the self weight I have to assign to entire structure. So I'll click assign to view, then select on assign yes. Then in the response spectrum, while define the response spectrum, first we have to define the loading, that is the weights of the building, that is the floor load, and again the self load we have defined, but we have to select the direction in which the earthquake is to be striking. So for that, I will select the response spectrum load case. I will select add. Then self weight also we have to define. Before that, just have a look to IS code. Here, the design lateral force at each floor in each, that is clause number 7.8, in that C 7.8.4.5, in that QIK, that is a design lateral force at each floor in each mode, it is AK, phi IK, PK, WI. AK is the design horizontal spectrum that we have to define later in this response spectrum load case. Then phi I is the modal participation, and PK here it is calculated as modal participation factor. And what is the WI? WI is the weight of this particular story. Okay. So we will go to StatPro modeling. So here the self weight we have to define, that is -1. I will add it. Then the floor load, just a minute, it has to be there in X direction only, because I am applying the earthquake response spectrum through response spectrum in X direction, that is positive X. So I will write factor 1 here, +1. I will add it, and that whatever -1 in Y direction I created, I will delete it. Then again, I will select on response spectrum. I will add it. Then I will go to floor loads. So in that I have to select 6 kilonewton per meter square. Why I am selecting plus? Because it will acting in positive X direction and with a range of along Y direction, that is 3 to 9. So I will add it. So it is added there. So I will close this. The self weight I have to assign, that is assign to view, assign yes. Self weight in a positive X direction is assigned. Then the floor load in the X direction is assigned. Then we will add the response spectrum load case. Go to add, then go to response spectra, then select IS 1893 2016, and in that I will select a combination method as SRSS. Then I will select soil type as medium soil. Here the period versus acceleration graph is generated. Now in which direction we want to add, that is in X direction. So this factor we have to generate as per the clause 6.4 of IS 1893. So here it is, that is AK, that is Z by 2, it is Z by 2 into I by R. Whatever will be SA by G, automatically StatPro will calculate based on whatever seismic definitions we have given. So here the Z is 0.36 in by 2 into I by R becomes 0.036. Just a minute. Sorry, it's 0.09. I will write the values. That is Z is 0.36 into I important factor we have taken 1.5 divided by, that is response reduction factor is ordinary moment resisting frame. So it is 3 into 2. So it becomes 0.09. So that value we will put there. 0.09. So just add it. Torsional effect I am not going to consider. So and damping is 0.05%. Already we had defined the same in the definitions. So I'm going to add it, close it. Then next is about the number of modes that we have to verify. So again, let us see the IS clauses. So modes to be considered. Actually, StatPro will automatically consider the number of modes based on their participation. But here, as per IS code 1893, the number of modes to be used in analysis should be such that the sum total of modal masses of all the modes considered is at least 90%. We will verify that in the output file whether it is 90% or not. If it is less than 90%, then manually we have to add there the number of modes to be considered. Okay, so the modeling is completed. Now we will go to analysis. I'll add analysis command. I will select all, add it, then go to run analysis, save it. Just check that it will show 0 error. So after showing the 0 error, go to output file, say done. Now we will go to view what is the value of base shear. So here you can say we are applying the earthquake only in X direction, and in the StatPro 6 modes are considered. So you can see the sum of modal participation factor in X direction, it is 95. So it is more than 90%, hence it is okay. And you can see what is the value of base shear as per SRSS, it is 663.86 kilonewton. And we will see the results then. We will go to post-processing. We'll go to post-processing. Just apply all the load cases we have created. Here we will select the load cases. You can go for results of dead load plus live load or whatever you can load for. Response spectrum, you can see the deflected shape. If you want, you can go for the modal shapes also. Mode 1, mode 2, mode 3, depending on that. You can go to animation also. You can see the mode shapes, apply. Okay. See, it is for mode number 3. If you want, you can select for mode number 1. Then mode number 2. Likewise, you can see the deflected shape and mode shapes also. We'll go to reactions, beam results. These are displayed for different load case, that is response spectrum, dead load, live load, bending moment diagram, shear force diagram. You can see from these results. So this is how you can perform the response spectrum analysis in the StatPro as per IS 1893. Thank you for watching my video.